Hello everyone, my name is Ankit Saha. My ID is D421007 and our team name is AAA. So we are working on this hospital management system as a part of the JavaFX project. So I have been assigned to build the doctor management portal. So as a part of that, I'm going to explain a few lines of code and give you the detailed description of what work is actually going on as I build this doctor management portal. So here we have the doctor page.fxml file, which is, as you can see here. So this is an FXML, which is a markup language that is a part of the JavaFX framework document. So it defines the structure and layout of the graphical user interface GUI using JavaFX for a login and registration page in a hospital management system. Now let me break down the code for you. We have the XML declaration in the very first line. Then we have so this declaration specifying the version and encoding of the document. Then we have the import statements. Okay, font or some classes are imported and GUI components used in this XML document are also imported. Then we have the stack pane. Gradually, if you go down, we have the stack pane. Okay, we have the root element of the FXML. So this is a root element representing a stack pane, which is a layout pane that positions its children in a back to front overlay. Then we have the anchor pane, which is the main container for the UI. Yeah, and then you have the two anchor panes inside the stack pane. Then we have components inside the login form. So components are the anchor pane components are font awesome icon for user icon, label for login account and doctor portal, the text fields for doctor ID and password, and so on, and the combo box for selecting the user type, hyperlink for registration, components inside the registration form anchor pane, as you can see. Then the controller classes, which is a controller class of this FXML file, is the doctor page controller, which controls or manages the functionalities of this FXML file. Then the style sheets linked with it, page design.css style sheet to provide the user interface, better user interface rather. So overall, we can say this FXML code essentially defines the layout and structure of a JavaFX application for a doctor login and registration page in a hospital management system. The logic for handling user interactions and functionalities implemented in the associated doctor page controller class. So if we go into more detail, we can see the controller class of this JavaFX file. So next we have the edit doctor form, edit.doctor.form.fxml file. Here this code also has a similar layout as the previous one. It has got similar kind of import statement, similar layout, similar stack pane, similar anchor pane, and its functionality I can just sum up in, and it has got two extra functionalities like the image view and buttons and text area. Because it's an edit field, so you have to have text areas. So this is basically a GUI for editing the doctor information in the hospital management system. Includes labels, text fields, combo boxes, and image view, buttons, and text area. The styling is done using external CSS files, and it has got its associated controller file, that is edit form.controller file. We have to edit application form. Here is the edit application form.fxml file. The code is there in front of us. Very similar layout structure as the previous ones. Only the functionality is different. This for editing appointment information in a hospital management system. Similar import, similar expression, similar declaration, similar stack pane and anchor pane structure. Labels slightly modified here. This again and editing forms. So there has to be text field, text area, combo boxes. So overall structure, if I say, this is GUI for editing appointment information in a hospital management system, includes labels, text fields, combo boxes, buttons, and text areas. And styling is done using external CSS. The styling, the actions triggered by the buttons are likely handled by the associated controller class. The structure is similar to the previous code with various variations based on the specific requirements of the appointment management functionality. So we have the edit form controller, which is the controller class of this particular FXML. Edit form controller. Sorry, edit doctor form controller. Here it is. The doctor details to edit them. This is the controller file, controller class. Functionalities, just I will go through them. So this is a controller class for handling the logic behind editing doctor information in hospital management system. Then is to interact with the corresponding FXML file. It defines the graphical user interface for the edit doctor form. The definition, FXML definition declaration, as you can see initially, FXML declaration, all the FXML declarations. These are annotations used to inject references to the FXML elements defined in the illustrated FXML file into the controller. The UI components and image handling. Display, so these various aspects are UI components and image handling. Then display doctor data method, update button, update data, update button method, then cancel button, then set field method, list and observation list. There is a database connection and image handling link also there to retrieve and update doctor information and handle image imports and updates. So overall functionality in a nutshell, I can say the controller seems it is a part of the larger system for managing doctor information in a hospital, providing functionality for importing images, displaying and updating doctor data, and handling lists of specializations, genders, and statuses. With this, we have come to the end. So I just want to show one more part of the project, that is the, just a second. Yeah, that is the doctor card controller. Means that is the first page when you open the doctor portal. You will see this is the doctor card.fxml, the graphical user interface part, the functionality, and the functionality is controlled by the doctor card controller.java. Let me go through the functionalities a little bit. So this is JavaFX. This is class for the doctor card in the JavaFX application. As you can see, it does image handling. It sets the data in the data fields. Initialize the method is in the form of initializable, which is the interface and is associated, and it is called when the FXML file is loaded. In this case, as you can see, it's left empty, so there's no specific initialization logic in this method. In the summary, we can say this class is responsible for setting up the graphical representation of the doctor's information in a card-like format. So whenever you see log into the portal, you will see a card-like representation of the doctor data. The set data method is essential for updating the card with specific doctor details, and the class leverages JavaFX components for visual representation. So graphical user interface is enhanced in this case. So that's it from my side. My other teammates will elaborate further on the other aspects, on the other portals of this project. Thank you. I guess myself will take over from here.
Hello, my name is Amit Kumar Mahapatra. My ID is B421005. My part is admin dashboard. Now I am going to explain it. So the different components used in the admin dashboard are the dashboard, which contains the components such as two anchor points within the main dashboard, anchor points, labels and values for statistics such as active doctors, total number of doctors and total patients and active patients and total appointments number. Area chart and bar chart for visual representation of patients and doctor data, and navigation component which is present in the left section, which shows the logged in admin ID and username button to navigate to different sections of dashboard such as doctor section, patient section, and appointment and payment and profile sections. uh, Here it contains the doctor section, which contains the components such as anchorman for the doctor's phone, a table view displaying the doctor's information such as doctor's ID, doctor's name, doctor's gender, doctor's contact number, email, specialization, address, status, and action. Uh, sim- uh, Similarly, a patient section is also available, which uses anchor pen and uses the table view to show the different information about the patient, such as patient ID, patient name, patient gender, patient contact number, description, date, patient date of modify, date of delete, patient status, etc. And also appointment section, which uses also an anchor pen and uses table view to show the appointment data such as appointment ID, name, appointment gender, appointment contact number, description, date of modify, date of delete, status, etc. Action column for potential user actions, payment section. The payment section also contains anchor pen for payment, anchor pen for payment form, two anchor pens within the payment form for displaying patient data and details, table view displaying payment information such as patient ID, name, gender, diagnosis, doctor, and date. Table column elements for each attribute of a payment. Circle for visualize representation, labels for patient name, patient ID, doctor, date, button for a potential checkout action. A profile section which contains components such as anchor pen for the profile form, two anchor pens within the profile form for displaying profile information and editing. Circle for visualize representation, button for importing an image, labels for admin ID, username, email, date, created text fields for editing admin ID, and username and email combo box for selecting gender. Thought away some clone for edit icon, button for updating profile. So now I will discuss the admin form controller.java section. Java section which contains the functions which are used in this application. The application starts with an initialization process using the initialize method. It dynamically adapts to runtime changes through the runtime method. It also displays the essential information instantly using the display admin ID username function. Our dashboard provides a snapshot of critical statistics. Methods like dashboard AD, dashboard TP, and dashboard AP update statistics, while dashboard get doctor display data fetches and displays doctor data. Visualize representation is enhanced through dashboard potential data chart and dashboard doctor data chart. Our dashboard provides a snapshot of critical states with method like dashboard AD, dashboard TP, and and uh, dashboard AP. Dashboard AP, which is already described by me. Section for doctor, patients, and appointments and payments are streamlined methods like doctor display data, patient display data, appointment display data, and payment display data shows the information regarding the doctor, patient, and appointment and payment respectively. Action buttons such as doctor action button and patient action button and appointment action button ensure efficient user interaction. The profile section prioritizes the user convenience with profile status is profile display information, which displays the information regarding the logged in profile display images, which shows the images of the profile who is logged in. So this is all about my part.
I am Ayush Raj. My ID is B421013. I was assigned to create the patient's management portal in our project. So first I will start with the patient's data Java class, which is a data model representing patient related information in a hospital management system. It encapsulates various patients' attributes and is used to manage patients' data within the application. The class contains various attributes representing patients' information such as ID, name, gender, contact details, medical information, and dates related to modification and deletion. Then there are overloaded constructors which are available to instantiate the patient's data object in different scenarios. Constructors can handle different sets of data catering to the diverse use cases within the application. Then we have accessor methods that are provided for each attribute to retrieve the values. The workflow of this data model is to allow the creation of patient's data object with various sets of information depending on the context. So my next Java class is patient page controller that manages the interactions and logic for the login interface and the selection of different portals based on user roles. So first I will explain the login account function. This function allows to authenticate user credentials and opens different portals based on the selected user type. So here we are giving the query to find the patient if there exists for the credentials given, and this is used for connecting to our database. Then we are checking whether the given credentials are present in our database or not. Then if present, we are sending the successful message, and then we are sending the GUI for patient main form. The next function is login show password. This function allows to toggle between showing the password and hiding it behind the masked field. The user list populates a combo box with different user options. The switch page redirects to different portals based on selected user. And the initialize is invoked when the controller is loaded, initializes the user list in the combo box. Now moving on to the last class, that is patient main form controller class, which is dedicated to controlling and displaying these various sections in response to user interactions. Now I will explain each function in brief one by one. Home patient get data function and home patient display data function fetches and displays patient data related to the home section, retrieves and showcases patient related information such as description, diagnosis, treatment, and date within a table view. Home appointment get data and home appointment display data functions retrieves and displays appointment data for the patient exhibiting appointment related details including description, diagnosis, treatment, doctor, and schedule. The doctor get data and doctor show card functions fetches and displays information about the active doctors within a system using a card-based layout in the doctor section. The logout button function manages the logout functionality. The switch form function controls the navigation between different sections such as home, doctors, appointments, and the profile. The runtime function manages the real-time display of system's date and time. And here we are calling all the functions in the initialize function. So that's all from my side. Thank you.